going on, YouTube? Are you ready to be entertained? And right now, at this very moment, I have a top 100 matchup against myself and NHL Master 14. I had no idea that this guy was in the top 100. At the time of this game, I was ranked like 4,900. And I was playing it pretty early in the morning. It's about, oh, there's our goal by Chris Kreider, the beast. Oh my gosh, that snuck up on me. I forgot about that. He actually goes far side here from the hash marks. How did he do that? Beats Anderson on the far side, and we're up 1-0. And again, I have no idea that this guy is in the top 100. Basically, in NHL 15, you can ready up, and sometimes you could play somebody 15 levels above you, and you just have no idea. But I did have some kind of inkling. I think I've been looking at the top 100, and you know, if somebody's name is NHL 14 Master, that means that they're pretty darn good. And I'm actually going to show you this game in its entirety if you want to learn how you know, someone in the top 100 plays and how I was able to play them as well. And you know, I played somebody earlier in the year that was in the top 150, and here, oh look, he comes right down, but oh, I closed the gap. And there's a lot of things I want to talk about. This is a 14-minute video, so just about an hour ago, probably gonna publish this game on the Wednesday of this week. The Rangers beat the Capitals to force a Game 7 in one of the most exciting, nail-biting, I don't even know how to call it. It was one of those games where you think, all right, we're up 4-1. We're just kicking ass. We're just going to cruise on to Madison Square Garden. All the momentum on our side. And these Capitals, man, these Washington Capitals are a scrappy bunch, and they just do not lie down. They don't lie down no matter what, man. And we had to hold on. Henrik Lundqvist came up huge with some big stops. I was a little ticked off at the defense for even letting these guys back in the game. Even getting to 4-2 ticked me off because they are just tough. And I thought it was one of those games where the Rangers had finally put together a game, you know, where they go out and just dominate somebody. Here, oh, look at the shot, rebound, score by Rick Nash. Oh, and it is waved off initially, but I think we're going to replay it here. And oh, that's below the crossbar. That is going to be a good goal. And we're up 2-0 on the number 64 ranked player in the world. In the world, we're up 2-0. And again, I have no idea that this is the number 64 ranked player in the world. He was like 100 and some odd games above 500. Like he was like 196 or something. He's even moved up since then. Oh, that should have been a goal for him. Henrik Lundqvist was huge. And this is the formula that you need. You need a couple lucky goals. You need Henrik Lundqvist in goal, and you need to play way above your level. And let me tell you, I'm not a top 100 caliber player. You know, sometimes I've beaten people above my level, but I'll tell you, I'm not there yet. You know, I've been playing hard. Don't get me wrong, but this game is really tough in terms of, you know, repeatable scoring. But once you get into the zone, oh, he hit the post right there on the power play. You know, sometimes when you're just feeling it, you really, I mean, the puck just finds the net. And that's the way I thought it was early. You know, the Rangers finally broke through with a 4-goal effort. You know, they weren't anemic. Hopefully we never have to come back to, we won't have to come back to Washington anymore. But Game 7 is likely tonight. And, well, it is going to be tonight. Oh, there's a trip right there, and I just give up my power play. And, yeah, it's just been an exciting, grinding series. And I think that the fact that the Caps played a 7-game series against the Islanders is, you know, might be taking their toll. But hopefully the Rangers can just knuckle down. This is, again, a cup or bust season. They've got to win it. You know, they've got to advance at least to the Stanley Cup Finals, if not win it all. And that's the expectation that was sent. That's the message that they did in the offseason, that they were all about team and they had one mission. And yeah, everybody's goal is to have one mission, which is to win the Stanley frickin' Cup. But the Rangers, more so than any other team, had the highest level of expectation, I would say. And they've just got to get it done. They got to dig down deep. They've got Henrik Lundqvist. They did it in Game 5 at the Garden with an overtime win. They did it tonight And yeah, so I just want to say, is there anything better than playoff hockey? Come on, playoff hockey is it's so intense. Every goal, every shift is so important. And again, we're gonna end this period just like the Rangers did, up 2-0. I want to talk about Chris Kreider. He is such a beast. He is playing well above his level. I mean, ever since he came out of Boston College, he scored 5 postseason goals before he ever scored his first regular season goal. Isn't that, I mean, he's something amazing. I love his talent. I love his game. He's also leading the Rangers in hits. He's big. He's physical. He's Rick Nash with a harder shot. Now, he is a defensive liability. I think he should get a stick on the ice sometimes. He does cough up the puck every once in a while. Rick Nash is more of a complete player. And let's talk about Rick Nash. He finally got a goal tonight, and that was huge. I mean, it didn't end up being the game winner. Brian Boyle, who has had a tough series, but again, he's got 2 goals in the series, and he's playing well. He's playing well enough to stay out there on the ice. But again, let's get back to this game. So I am up 2-0, and again, his sort of style was, he wanted to cross crease a lot. He wanted to try to cross crease, and I think he was just having maybe an off game. He didn't seem to overwhelm me. Sometimes I've gone up against people that weren't even in the top 100, or maybe were sandbaggers that had like a 59-2 record, and they just don't let you shoot the puck like that. They don't let you get in the slot. They absolutely have figured out how to poke check and just prevent you from getting anywhere near the slot, anywhere near the hash marks, and that's a tough thing about this game. And here he comes, driving again. But one thing I have discovered is when you're playing defense, you've got to let the computer take the wing and you take the other side, because you're going to screw up. And you got to be the last line of defense. Let the computer cut off the angle to make the opponent think that he cannot come inside. Let the computer do that for you. Now, sometimes there is a goal. It wasn't a one-timer, but Matt Zuccarello goes far side again on Anderson. Look at this. Perfect pass, perfect delivery over his right shoulder. And we are up 3-0. 3-0 on the number 64 ranked player in the world. And I suck. I suck at NHL 15. But I don't know, man. I was just feeling it. There are some games where I feel really good and I end up losing. I might outshoot somebody 30-10 and I still lose. But this was one of those games where I really felt like I finally put together a complete, total effort. And you can't say it was against a chump. You can't get into the top 100 by... I've noticed there's not much glitching, booting, whatever. It's been I would say, a much more fair system. And one thing about Madden I will say is I've never, ever been matched up with anybody close to the top 1. Oh, that was a nice shot. Never have I've played in the top 2,000, don't get me wrong, and the top 1% of all Madden players. Don't get me wrong, I'm a decent Madden player, and I wouldn't put out tips if I wasn't. But I will say this, that NHL, there are very large gaps in matchups. Like, you could be, once you get into the top 3,000, you could be matched up with the number 1 player in the world. It's very conceivable. It depends on the time of day. I mean, there are much less players that play NHL. Let's be honest about it. And here he comes. Oh, that should have been a goal. That is usually a goal in most NHL 15 games. Sometimes, they say even the sun shines on a dog's ass. Well, the sun was shining all over my hairy dog ass in this game. And I'm going to end the second period with a 3-goal lead again against a top 100 player in the world, in the world. And I can't say it enough, because this dude was really good. I mean, honestly, don't let the 3-0 lead fool you, because he had a couple breakaways where, and that's the thing with NHL, if you're just slightly off one day, if you're not getting your backhand forehand timing correct, you're missing. I mean, you can do the same move over and over again in NHL, and if you're off by a second, or if the computer just decides, you know what, that's not a goal. It's not like Madden where, well, I mean, in some cases Madden, you might run some plays where somebody's wide open and they just drop a pass. That's conceivable. I think it happens. It's just this game happens more where if you're not feeling it, or if you're slightly off, not going to reward you. And here again, he breaks in. That was kind of a bad decision there with that shot. There's Chris Kreider. I was just bobbing and weaving. I was getting out of the way. You know, he was cutting me off, and I'm like, all right, I'm not 3-0, man. There's 15 minutes left in the game. So, anyways, I hope you're enjoying this so far. If you guys want to play me, okay, again, I have no problems playing subs. I have no problems playing. I know there's not as many viewers of my NHL 15. If you want to play me in Madden, go ahead. I'm looking forward to the new Madden that's coming out, Madden 16. Look right there. Look at Martin St. Louis just juking him. I thought that could have been another goal right there. There was a lot of continuous play here. There's a lot of me continuously talking. And, excuse me, I hope you don't mind my opinion on things, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. This is my video game channel. You could have turned this off like minutes ago. But, yeah. Here comes St. Louis up the right side. Yeah, I like watching other videos of people in the top 100. At least I want to know that, you know, what do I have to do to be good? What do I have to do to become excellent at this game? Because most of the time, you know, I'm watching a lot of times videos without the sound on, and I'm just like, all right, let's look at the game, because it is all about the gameplay. If you really think about it, if you a fan of something, yeah, some people are funny. They might tell a couple jokes, like, what do you say to the one-legged hitchhiker? Hitchhiker. What do you say to a one-legged hitchhiker? You say, hop in, man. Hop your ass in. That's a dumb joke, but I'm gonna tell it anyways. And here he finally, oh my God, couldn't break it open there. A one-timer didn't go in, and I think that's Getzlaf. I don't know, man. The Anaheim Ducks look really good. I think they are looking to close out the Calgary Flames. They might have already done it by the time this video gets published. Finally, he figures out that cross crease is open, and he makes it 3-1, and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to play four corners. Really not concerned. I'm going to go ahead and get my ranked points here, and hopefully, yeah, again, I hate coming back to the real life NHL playoffs. You know, it was really dark there in that game 5 when the Rangers were down a goal really late. Glenn Cross scored a goal with about 9 minutes to go. I sat there just, you know, thinking, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Are we really getting sent home? But, you know, I was honestly thinking, you know, do I continue to do NHL 15 videos? Because, yeah, I mean, I would have been very sour with hockey at that point. And a lot of people, you know, I'd probably get a lot of crap for coming with the Rangers when they're out of the playoffs, when there's such expectation. But, you know, I was very downtrodden. And then Chris Kreider came like an angel with wings. He shot a one-timer from the boards that went past Holtby, and then Ryan McDonough, the captain, just put it in overtime. And here we are again. They played a great game, and oh, that should have been another goal. Rick Nash scored. I just can't tell you. So 29 seconds left, 28, and it looks like we are going to pull off a win. I've never played anybody in Madden in the top 100. I've never played anybody in the top 100 in any of the games that I have ever played. And it looks like this will be the first win ever against a top 100 opponent. And I should be proud of it. I actually am. That should have been a goal. I mean, he probably had about 10 goals. It's one thing to just shoot. It's another thing to have quality shots constantly being thrown at you. And he did, but it just didn't go in. So that's the formula right there, is get some pucks on the net, have Henrik Lundqvist in goal, the best goalie in the game. And I did actually outshoot him, which is amazing. But yeah, Chris Kreider had a goal. Rick Nash added a goal on that tip in. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Rangers, hopefully, the quest for the cup is long and drawn out, and hopefully they'll keep on moving. Thanks for watching this vid. 5 points. I'm out.